Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back in the kitchen and we're going to be doing keto crackers. Now our family has some allergies, mostly to things like rosemary, and when you look at all the keto crackers in the stores, almost all of them have rosemary extract. So I'm going to make a recipe today that does not have rosemary, and instead we're going to flavor it with some other things. So let's go get started. So the basic ingredients are a cup of almond flour and a cup of sharp cheddar cheese shredded. We are also going to add some salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and perhaps a little bit of water. We're going to set our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, we have our food processor here, and we've got a cup of almond flour. This is finely milled. And we have a cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Now this can be really any cheese you like, but we like the sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and put in our spices, the onion powder, salt, and garlic powder. And we are going to put our lid on and give this a spin. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pulse this until it's all blended together. Pulsed it a little bit, I scraped down the sides, and now I'm going to pulse it some more. So we have it all crumbly, and I'll let you see what it looks like here. We're going to scrape it down again, and we're going to add a little bit of water, about a tablespoon at a time, until it all comes together. You want it to just come together. You don't want it too wet. We'll scrape that down, and we'll add our water. All right, I'm going to add our water in. This is a tablespoon. We might end up doing 2 tablespoons, but we'll start with 1 and see how the dough comes together. All right, we're going to add just a little bit more water. I'm going to add just about a tablespoon more. That should do it. We'll give it another pulse and see how the dough looks. You can see it's starting to form a ball now. All right. And our dough looks really good. All right, so we have our dough. It formed a nice little ball, just 2 tablespoons of water. We're going to flatten this out. We're going to use a rolling pin, and then we're going to cut it up, and we'll bake it. All right, I put a piece of parchment paper down, and I put a little bit of almond flour on my rolling pin so that the dough doesn't stick. We're going to try to roll these out, and then we'll be able to easily transfer the parchment paper to our pan to cook them on. I'm going to square these up just a little bit by hand so we can slice them right before we bake them. All right, we have our shapes here, so I'm just going to slice out the size cracker that I want. These may be a little more than an inch, probably maybe 1.5 inches wide. And we'll cut them this way as well. This way they'll be baked up and easy to get off the parchment paper after they're baked. These are ready to go in the oven. Okay, so I was able to just slide the parchment paper right onto our pan, and we're going to bake them, and we're going to start out baking them at about 10 to 12 minutes and then check them. All right, these have just come out of the oven. They're nice and hot, and they're a little soft, so I'm going to let them set up for just a little bit and try to get a little crunchier. They ended up cooking for about 15 to 16 minutes total because I did make them a little bit thicker than normal. But if you roll them out thinner, then of course you would cook them a shorter amount of time. So I'm going to let them set up, and then we'll give them a try in just a little bit. All right, so these are all finished. These are our keto crackers made with almond flour, and we have a little bit of hummus here that we can try. And I have somebody that might want to sample a cracker. Do you want to sample one of the crackers?
Definitely.
All right, Alex, give it a sample. You don't have to use the hummus. You can just taste it without it first.
Mmm.
How is it?
Those are good. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
It kind of reminds me of like the smell of squash, but it tastes really good. It doesn't really taste like squash, but it definitely tastes really good.
Yeah. Mm. Good. Right. I'm gonna give it a try with our hummus and see how it is.
Spoiler, she'll like it.
It's very good. We think you'll like it too. So if you like keto crackers and you want to try to make your own, try this recipe out, give it a like, and
Subscribe.
see you next time.
Bye.